From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge for a little Winston Throwback series. Last week's showed just how unpredictable these cars can be, and this week, in week 2, it's going to be just the same thing. Will Allen got the win last week, and this week all these drivers are looking for some speed at the old Rockingham Speedway, Rockingham Raceway. You see it on the back straightaway there, Thunder Alley. Ready to rock and roll here. It's gonna be a good race. I think it's gonna be a good race because I haven't been to Rockingham since officials, so great to see Lee get out here to run this one. Let's take a look at your race information for you out there. Just under a mile in length. 85 degrees on the track temperature at qualifying here. 66 degrees on the air temperature, 27% humidity, clear skies, 10-mile-an-hour wind will shake up the cars. It'll shake it up. I don't know necessarily that you'll feel it because of the way that the track kind of runs. This track kind of runs a little bit like Bristol does. Creates an air tunnel right there in the middle of pretty much everything that you're seeing. So, big impact, 35% fuel, 7 sets of tires, no fast repair. Coney Setup Shop bringing you all those race details as we wait for qualifying to finish up here in about 7 seconds. Thank you to everybody out there. If you haven't done so, make sure you hit the like, follow, and subscribe buttons out there on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. And I, of course, appreciate you. If you are commenting out there, thank you so much for doing so. If you are liking and following, thank you so much for doing so as well. Appreciate you. It's always amazing. Let's see. Starting grid brought to you by Dark Horizon Fishing. If you're in the Virginia area, look up Dark Horizon Fishing for a fantastic opportunity to get out there on the ocean and go do some fishing with a good friend of mine, Mr. Spicy himself. Andrew Phipps is going to be your pole sitter today, the number 12. Kevin Savoy is going to be your outside pole sitter. Justin Malarkey is going to bring it in row number 2 to the inside of Anthony Crownover. Brian Farrington and Christopher Pendell is going to be out there as well in row number 3. Will Curran and Michael Coulter Jr. in row number 4. Bill Hales and Parker Weekly giving some love out there in row number 5. Mark Beverly in the mix with Trenton Murphy in row number 6. Down the starting grid for you, Adam Brown, Charles Van Squig, Jeff Ramsdale, and Sammy Harrell. There is Andrew Milletta, Mike Robinson, Mr. Shaggy out there in the 22. Steve Miskulci is going to be out there with Mr. Corbett in row number 10. Josh Anderson, Nathan Dillard in row 11. Donnell and Chris are going to make up row number 12. We watched Donnell get the win last week, so he's already got some good points going on. So he'll probably just look to try to make it, try to take it easy. That's what I would say. Chris, good friend of mine. Good to see Chris out there as well. Mr. Spencer in the number 6, having some fun. He's going to be there with Josh Brock to his outside. Mr. Cialino in the 33. He's going to have Alan Martin in the 5 to his outside. Mr. Crane and Haas Beverly out there in the mix in row 15. Will Allen there to the back. Sorry, Will Allen got the win last week, and Chris is going to be up there. And Chris was very popular last week, and so I like to see that. Chris Donnell was very popular last week. Everyone giving him a shout out. So make sure you do that as well. Shout out your favorite driver. I am excited to see what they're going to be able to do here. Mr. Phipps looking to lead him here. Rockingham. It's going to be fun. It'll be great. Anthony, good to see you. Mr. Crownover out there on the old YouTube platform. We do like it. Folks, I had a short day, or I say a short day, a long day today. So if I seem a little kind of out of sorts, I am a little out of sorts. Today is a fast-paced day. It was very hot today, very windy. Everybody across the country. I know the UK is going through a heat wave. We're going through a heat wave here. I know that Canada is getting some massive heat up there that they're not used to as well. So if you're out there, make sure you're hydrating as much as possible. Make sure you're taking care of yourselves and your family and your animals. If you have animals that are outside, make sure that they have plenty of a fresh source of drinking water out there, and also make sure that you do as well. And yeah, I tell you, it's hot. Speaking of hot, Rockingham, formerly known as the Charlotte Raceway, North Carolina Motor Speedway, and the North Carolina Speedway. Then Rockingham pretty much became the Rock. It is, let's see, in 1997, the North Carolina Motor Speedway merged with Penske Motorsports, and it was named North Carolina Speedway. And shortly thereafter, the infield was reconfigured, and the competition on the infield course, road course, mostly by the SCCA, was discontinued until 2013. It was home to the fastest track high-performance driving school, and the track was used often for television and movie filming. Currently, the Rock is undergoing renovations and updates by current ownership in order to house large-scale racing events and festivals at the moment. So keep that in mind if you're going to be looking at it. It was they broke ground on this one in 1965, and they reconfigured it to a high bank D-shaped oval in 1969. So we're seeing an iconic track get some renovations already. We've seen a lot of that happen over the course of the last couple of years. Being that NASCAR's been in the limelight as one of those sports that you can still do because of the separation and what was going on during the pandemic. So always good to see. But it is what it is. 196 laps. We're going for it. Green flag. Heavy braking zones. These cars want to slide up the racetrack. They want to get free. They want to do what they can. Fuel mileage somewhere around 30 to 32 laps on the 35% tanks. 99 to the outside. Battle for the lead here. Andrew Phipps and Mr. Savoy. Big bumpy sections on the high line. Savoy leads this lap, but for how long? As he crosses over, he's going to have to cross over the 12 here. It's going to do so. Comes down 12, drives straight into the racetrack. Justin Malarkey to the high side, pulling it side by side with the 20. Big run on the straightaway as this little short mile track going to show some speed. There is Coulter Jr. in the 3, give it a big old run to the back bumper of the 31. He's going to be very close, about a car length away, as we see congestion starting to kind of work its way out. Savoy, fastest lap of the race, 24.20 this last time by. As he at the 12 try to make it work. Malarkey holding some patience here. 66 into third, right where he started. 20 of Brian Farrington try to pull out some stops as well. There's Pindell in the 21. Takes over a spot, Crownover back a couple of spots, but he's going to be able to move up this racetrack as he sees fit. 28 to run with the Havoline paint scheme. Paint schemes are from 98 to 2003, so you're going to see a slew of different paint schemes, including Parker Weekly driving the old 8 to Budweiser Dale Jr. paint scheme. I do like that one. One of my favorites. Bill Hale's back here, the Delphi UAW paint scheme. Chevy Camp getting some love. Last year's champion out front right now, the 5, giving some good pace. About 0.3 of a second over Phipps. We'll see if Phipps is going to have that long run speed and get back to the back bumper. Miskulsi right here in the 93. Under fire from the 7 behind. Phillips has some pace right behind him. There's the 9 of Donnell Williams as the 6 of Christopher Spencer. Trying to drive to the inside. Sammy Harrell off track here. Hopefully he's going to be able to. Oh, he had to reset the car. I saw the damage. No fast repairs for the drivers. Something to be considered as a caution will come out here. Sammy had to jump to pits. There's the 5 of Alan Martin. Kevin Savoy, the race leader. Dang, oh dang. Let's see what happened. Sammy. Let's go back to Sammy. Something happened to Sammy here. Oof. Look at that damage. Oof. What if he just got free? He did. Little far chase on it. I don't think there was anything going on there. I think Sammy just got free. He drops into the corner. Oh, he did. He touched. If you get below the darker portion of this racetrack, and then he's trying to hold on to it. Bam! Rips the tire and the front clip off of that car, and that is where it goes. Dang it! All right, everybody to pit road. Maybe for some fuel. 7 sets of tires. We're gonna. If you do the math on that one, they're gonna have just enough for fuel cycles. I would not be getting tires right now. That's not something I'd want to see. If anybody comes to pit road, they're going to come in for fuel. Van Scoik, one of those drivers coming to pit road, might be. And so Charles got a win yesterday on fuel strategy. Might keep that in mind. And that was in the truck series yesterday. So bear that in mind when it comes to this car. He might be just coming to get some fuel, get a splash and go, and kind of do his thing. Same thing with Mark Beverly driving the 15 here, a little Napa know-how for himself. Van Scoik leaving pit road, maybe a little bit of damage getting taken care of. Sammy's on pit road, and Mike Robinson behind. He's got some right side as well. This track is it's a tough track. It really is. We talk about Darlington and tracks of that sort, Bristol, so on and so forth. These tracks become tough to go. Dark Horizon giving some love. Oh, them boys are running fast. They are. Saying hi from Kentucky and wishing all the drivers good luck. Good to see you, Holly. Here's the Coulter Productions out there on the YouTube chat. Thank you, dear. Appreciate you very much. Appreciate everybody out there doing what you do. Continue to be the best in all of iRacing, sim racing, and all that stuff. If you haven't reached over, make sure you go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/signature esports, and give us a follow over there. I'd appreciate you. The more followers we get, the bigger our audience becomes, and it's going to be a ton of fun. Folks, if you haven't heard, we've got a tentative date. Well, I'd say tentative date. We have a tentative month. We're still locking down the week. Got the NASCAR playoffs happening the first week in November. Shortly thereafter, the second week, or maybe the third week of November. We're going to stay away from Thanksgiving, but we are going to have a live event here in Missouri, where we are going to put up a bunch of simulators. And we're going to have all these drivers, anybody who wants to attend, come up and race for everybody, and have a little bitty tournament for that. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good time, and that's going to happen in November. It's going to be like, if you are not doing anything in November in the wintertime, if you're taking some time off, I encourage you to get over. You'll have an opportunity not only to get into race simulators, but get out there and potentially, we're working on prize pools and stuff like that, but there's going to be a prize pool for that event. Once we figure all that information out, we'll be releasing it. But I'm going to continue to talk about the iRacing event because I want to start hyping it up, and I want folks to make some plans for it, because I'm excited for it, and you'll get to meet yours truly. We're going to be hosting the entire thing, not only the race, but the behind the scenes footage and everything that we're going to be doing there. So it's going to be a massive production and a massive overhaul on our part over here. But that's going to be that's going to be the one thing I've been trying to do for 2 years, and we're going to have the opportunity to do it. So that's going to be a fantastic time, and we'll keep everybody updated as we continue to go. So you're going to hear about it every week until that day. And everybody can get excited. You're gonna get out. You're gonna be able to meet me. 99, 12, 66, 20, 21, 28, 31, 3, 8, 25. It's the green flag single file restart rolls. More importantly, I'll get to meet you. I'll get to meet all of you. I'm very excited about that. The boy gets a good run right there. Phipps is going to be right behind Andrew, 46.05 on the iRating. Kevin, 35.99. Malarkey finds his speed in this car more so than you could ever imagine, but Brian Farrington tried to put a dampening on that. The 66 will back up the corner and try to have some straightaway speed here. 20 to the inside, pulling a little bit of the air off the left front of that car. It's going to drop into the corner, so the 66 and Malarkey go back a spot. Brian Farrington trying to continue to have that pace. Malarkey had third comfortably for a moment during that first little stint, so we'll see what he's going to be able to do here. We should see the drivers come to pit road around lap 30 till 33. Will Kern runs the fastest lap of the race this last time by, 24.09 to 31, gets into the corner. Right behind Anthony Crownover. Good old-fashioned fun. Let's go 23. See Van Scoik getting some love out there from the old YouTube platform. Mr. Bogart, how are you doing? How was work today? Van Scoik back here. He's just kind of taking it easy. He went to the back of the pack because he went and got some fuel and a little bit of that. I think he had a little side damage. I want to say he did because he sat on pit road for a little bit longer than the 6 seconds you need to fill up. But even if he didn't, he's all good to go. He's going to stay out there for a little bit. Christopher in the 43 is the driver he's tracking down. He's in front. So Van Scoik off 13 from the start of the race. Will Allen, last week's winner in the number 2. He's up 11 spots already. He's in 20th. He's going to be tied for the biggest mover of the race over Chris Spencer, who's trying to take over a spot from the 36 here. Trenton Murphy to the high side, the Skittles machine. Rob Van Est. Mr. Van Est, how are you doing? Rob, give me a like out there on the Facebook platform. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you for the likes on the stream. I appreciate that. The drivers appreciate that as well. I like to go back and tell them how many likes we have and how many views we get and all that stuff the next day because I usually try to let it cycle for at least 24 hours. These folks deserve the replay numbers as well because this is just a good series. Not just a good series, but the racing is typically pretty spectacular. And right now you got 30 cars in the field. A couple of them on pit road still getting repaired, but you got a bunch of cars in a big field here. They're driving Rockingham pretty decisively, and that's pretty darn fantastic. 66 has the 21 to the inside. 21 trying to make it roll. 18 of 196. As they're going to do a little side-by-side battle. 21 keeping the car a little straight off the line there. Keeps the 66 at bay at the moment. Malarkey long run speed king. We'll see what he does. Anthony Crownover still in 6th. Will Kern in 7th. Has not moved a spot. The only driver in the field that has not moved a spot. But that's not a bad thing. That just means that he's right where he started. The only progress he can get is going forward. A little wall tap for him right there. We saw him very close and a little extra pace. Parker Weekly up 2. Coulter Jr. off 1. Bill Hales off 1 as well. You know, that driver's trying to get back to his spot where he wants to be. The 25 rolls the corner. Ramsdale to 77. Got a win this past week, too. Jeff always trying to be fast in the Jasper 77. Adam Brown in the 44 here. Got a 6 to the inside. Chris Spencer still trying to work. Chris full speed ahead. Giving him some run. Work was rough. Over here and we're breathing. That's exactly right. Thank you for the like on the platform there, Nate, on the Facebook platform. Thank you for the likes on the YouTube channel as well, folks. Tell you what, we are I'm excited for some good not just good racing here, but I'm excited for some things that are coming up for these series. They've got a lot of races coming up. The Interleague is going to be coming up here again here hopefully in a couple of weeks. We'll be able to see who's going to take over that second race. And it'll be I'm looking at it, and they have a poll in their Discord about it. I think it's going to be Chicagoland, and it might be in the B cars. So we'll see what's going to happen in that. The last race of the Interleague 3, or the Clash of the Giants, as they call it. I do think I get the choice on that track. So we will see, based off of what they do here, what kind of pace they're going to have. Kevin Savoy, the 99, Andrew Phipps in the 12, Brian Farrington, Christopher Pindell, Justin Malarkey. That's going to be your top 5 as they continue to move forward. Crownover about a second and a half back. He's got some clean runs going for him, and this is going to be out of it. Can we get an end car from the 12? Did he change his... Are you talking about the in-car as far as like the cockpit view, or are we talking about looking at his driver's suit? That's Rich, tell me about that one. No doubt you want me to ride along with your favorite driver. That is an option out there, folks. I can't see those things right now. I can only see the chat, which is really, really bugging me out. Either way, cockpit view. They're about the same distance apart. They keep running the same laps. 24.63 was the last two lines. 99 runs a different line out of 3 and 4. You see, look at those hands. Those hands are shaking all over the place. He's going to drop in. Phipps trying to get to the back bumper of the 99 here. 27 of 196. Up next to the wall, both the drivers are. That quarter-second distance. And they both drop into the corner. 99 lifts up the corner a little bit there. He's going to be high off exit. It's an opportunity for the 12 here. He does not take it. I think Kevin was able to save it into the corner. He gets down to the bottom. Closes the distance really well. Little lap traffic coming up, 99 right there. So now they're the closest they've been, 0.2 of a second. And then Savoy pulls away a little bit more. And Kevin learned the lesson on that last lap. Those hands are shaky. Both of them, 0.3 of a second. And tell you what, this is going to be all about pit strategy here. Either one of these drivers can lead this race. Ryan Farrington to third here over Malarkey. Malarkey went back to fifth and now has worked himself back to fourth here as he rolls the bottom side here. He's going to be right behind Brian Farrington again. Something you don't want to keep out of this. Brian Farrington super fast as well. Christopher trying to find extra pace. We love to see these drivers battle and find their line. And right now, Crownover doing the same thing. Your top 5 on the top of your screen. Change that so you can see it. Are they super smooth? I think they're smooth. They got a good stable of drivers. Phipps back to 0.4 of a second. We were giving him some airtime, and now he hasn't closed the distance. 99 to the inside of the 43. 12's going to have the better entrance here. 99 having to check up the corner really hard there. There goes the 19 to the bottom. Better entrance for the 12 there. He was able to get in naturally. Christopher in the 43 rolls the bottom of the racetrack. He's in 24th right now. So drivers starting to come to pit road. Josh Anderson, one of those drivers. Trenton Murphy on pit road. Chris Spencer on pit road. Nathan Dillard just hit pit road. We watched him come to pit road right in front of the race leaders. 32 of 196. Buddy hitting their green flag pit stops as we tick down. So it's going to be very easy to go 2 laps down if you're on pit road to these drivers. We're talking about 25-second laps, similar to what you see at Darlington and similar to what you see at some of the more famed 3/4 mile tracks as well. Bill Hale's up 2, biggest mover of the race. Well, we got 2 of them. There's Donnell Williams. See Donnell running at 9. Alan Martin in the 5. 17. Haas Beverly up 18. He's driving the 14 around this one. Conseco Pontiac. He's going to be looking to pit road as well. A lot of drivers coming to pit road. Mark Beverly's going to stay out. Charles Van Scoik is as well. They're going to be side by side. Beverly to the inside. Van Scoik looks to be to the outside. Beverly is, I think they're battling for position here. I'm not quite sure who has the edge here. We just kind of got to them. I think Van Scoik's going to have the edge on the outside as he rolls the corner. Van Scoik, Mark Beverly. They did come to pit road on 7, took a little extra fuel. Christopher did as well, the 43, so he's back on the lead lap in 3rd. So Van Scoik comes around. He's going to lead some laps. As he did yesterday, fuel strategy worked out for that driver. 25.26 his last lap. And no doubt he in the 15 be looking for some extra runs here. 12 of Andrew Phipps gets in and out pit road fast here. Kevin Savoy having to come down pit road. I wonder if we get a pit road speeding penalty. It's the second time we've seen him come down pit road, so I wonder if the pressure was on to get to pit road. 23, 15, 43. It's going to be your top 3 at the moment. As we see the 23 outstretch his hand and run. He's going to be able to run about 3 or 4 extra laps on top of what the field did. They're on lap 37 of 196. Actually, he should be able to go to lap 40. The 12 trying to get around here. Phipps trying to hold his corner. Kevin back to pit road, maybe for a stop and go here. He's going to have to serve that penalty. I think Kevin has just had. I think that's Kevin's thing. He's just had penalties here that have really dampened him. Phipps trying to get his lap back next to the 23. No caution is what some are saying. Absolutely, they're absolutely saying that right now. Christopher comes to pit road. Van Scoik is going to be your next driver, and Mark Beverly as they look to try to come to pit road here very shortly. Front straightaway for the drivers. Rockingham being smooth. First of the green flag pit stops in the mix. Larkey trying to get himself around a few drivers here. He's going to be there to the outside of the 55, or pretty close to it. Larkey in second, trying to track down Andrew Phipps. Take a look and see what happened to Kevin. Kevin might have to run longer here. He did have to serve a speeding penalty. So we'll see what it's going to take to get him back on the lead lap. Right now, he's going to be a few laps down. He was on for quite a while. He's going to be at least 4 laps down as we'll switch back over to the tower here. Beverly, Van Scoik to pit road. Phipps will come around and be a race leader. Justin Malarkey be a few seconds off of that. About 3 seconds the way that it's looking. So Andrew Phipps is going to be looking in front of him, trying to find some extra pace. Everybody on new tires, everybody on the best fuel strategy they can be on. Right now, Adam Brown, first car 1 lap down, has the 2 behind him. Will Allen trying to have a fantastic race and capitalize on what he did last week. Had a huge parting of the seas in front of him. And that was absolutely insane to see. And he comes home to victor. Super awesome. 99 down low. He's going to be looking for those laps back. That's what he wants to see. He might have to change up his fuel strategy. It is a long race, so there's going to be an ability for the 99 to be able to race his way around this racetrack and try to put himself back in that contention. He's going to slide up next to the 2 there. Almost wasn't clear there. So we'll see if we'll keep tabs on what the 99's doing. No doubt some of the best talent in the field. The Winston Throwback series giving way to a ton of speed here. Malarkey pulls his pace up as well. He was about 3 seconds off the pace, now 2.5 as they continue to move forward. A little bit of lap traffic for the 66 as they try to close the distance here. There's the 28 behind the 41. 41 next to the 22. 41 and 22 racing for position here. And so the 28 trying to be patient. They'll be 3 wide on the front straightaway. Cranover gets himself around. It's good to see Anthony back out of the mix. He missed Daytona. But no doubt he's going to be trying to have huge runs of speed here. So there's a whole lot happening behind. There's the 2 and the 44 looking at each other. There's the 9 of Donnell Williams not far off. Cialino try to pull in some pace. He's running the 49 on the paint scheme, folks. But he is the 33. Little swans on it. I like it. I like it a lot. The 99's hair has got to be on fire now. Yes. Well, I mean, and I want to say this. Oh, caution's going to come out. I want to say this with a grain of salt. Kevin's biggest issues that he's ever had have been speeding on pit road, and that's that's either because of just getting into the pit road, trying to be consistent, getting into pit road. But I think we've seen penalties be just that. 46 of 96, caution comes out. Not quite sure for what. Let's see. Ooh, 93 and the 55 get into it. Holy cow. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Dave Corbett here. That was an aggressive wreck. Take a look. I think the 55 is slow here. 93 is low. Just thought he was clear and wasn't. Oof. And the rock showing just how it got its name. That wall. Take it out to 93 there. Oof. 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 All right. Caution. Amanda, how you doing? Giving Crown over some love out there. He's coming to pit road. So is Malarkey. Andrew Phipps is going to stay out. A lot of drivers staying out here. We'll see what driver's going to be on a different strategy. I think Donnell was going to be your lucky dog. So Donnell gets a lap back here. I do believe. Yeah, he did. He did. He's going to be on the lead lap here. Trenton Murphy behind Andrew Phipps is not going to get a free pass. Neither is Christopher here. Nathan Dillard's going to be stuck behind the field. So Kevin is going to be there as well. He's going to have to drop to the end. Single file restarts for this series. Based on the rules, the man only knows one speed full set. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Oh, man. Thank you for the likes. Brian Rinker, thank you for the likes out there as well. Mr. Rinker, hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Let's go and have some fun. Oh, man. Love the broadcast last week. Have a good one tonight, Josh Anderson. Josh, thank you very much. Appreciate you. He's in the race. He loved the broadcast last week. Well, there he is. He's on the racetrack. He put the comment in before the stream went live, so I didn't get to see it. So, hey, I like it. Full send. All right, folks. They gonna be doing it. I'm gonna get some water because my throat's a little scratchy right now. I had a long day today, and I want to take care of it. Crown over gonna pull a win on that pit strat. I mean, we'll see. We're about a quarter way through this race. We'll see what they have in store. But I'm gonna hydrate. You folks do the same. I'll be right back with you. Thank you to everybody for your patience out there. Had to go refill my drink. I was trying to clear my throat, and it just wasn't working there for a moment. So apologies. It probably sounds TMI for you. Biggest mover of the race, Chris Spencer in 6th here as he works this racetrack. 58 of 196 as they come around and making it interesting. That's for darn sure. What happens when you use 10K SE dubs? That is kind of, we're going to pull a win. 10K SE dubs. 10K SE dubs. Remember, okay, so the SE dubs on the on Twitch are my channel points. Those channel points are an absolute fantastic way to help the stream continue to have some variance and things of that thing. Of that sort. The great thing about those dubs is those are community goals that I've set. So each month I have about 50,000 that I had 50,000 SC dubs to be used to promote interactivity. What is the 10K rule? I don't even remember. I have to look now. I have to look. 10K. Let's see. Go to my channel. Of course, I'm having pop-ups to do all kinds of things on that. Stream manager. Shout out to Split Second Gaming out there. Of course, big hydrate from Amar. Thank you very much. Shout out from Amar RC as well. Thank you very much to Amar for being fantastic. Of course, Brian Queenie giving us a follow out there. Rich, do you still have the lead? You do have the lead. 33 to 29 over Skolky. That's pretty fantastic. Thank you so much for all that as well. We are here's some news. 298 followers away from 1,000 on Twitch. So thank you very much to everybody out there. I just saw that number. Way to kill it. Y'all are amazing. I don't know what it says. Hold on. I don't even know what it is. I can't look at it. It's awful. All right. Back to the race. Crown over. He's in the mix. 77 of Jeff Ramsdale and 9 now. As we see Crown over try to pull out all the stops here. Get himself below the apron there. Try to make it work. Drivers coming to pit road early. Chris Spencer, one of those drivers. Andrew Phipps looking at it here as he continues to push some boundaries. So good full send moments for all of the folks. Brian Farrington in 2nd, Will Kern in 3rd, Bill Hills in 4th, Anthony Crownover back to 5th here as he tries to track down 4th. Going to be the pace he has. He came out on 46, took tires and fuel, and is trying to be on a different strategy than everybody else. Caution comes out here. And all that progress that the 28 just made out of it, and as we see the Budweiser machine at the pit road entrance here, trying to, I don't know if he's going to try to back up and try to go to pit road. He might just do that, and trying to get that car to turn with no steering. He's got the cone to help him keep it straight. There's a marker for him. Oh, video on demand. Oh, for a VOD. So the video, the 10K is a VOD. So that's a VOD for you. Video on demand. What video or what thing would you like me to look at or review or react to? And that can be done during the podcast. So if that's what you want to activate, then by all means we can keep that in the back burner for our video on demand next this Friday for reaction video. I need to change the name of it. Need to be react to this video or something like that. You know what I mean? That's what we need. That's what it is. Video on demand. A VOD. Everybody to pit road. Donnell Williams not coming to pit road. Trenton Murphy should be your lucky dog. Do believe that is what's going to happen. So Trenton trying to find some pace. Donnell's going to stay out. He came in on 47. And so drivers looking for free passes right now are not going to get those, I do believe. This is 6 of Chris Spencer will be a lap down as well. There's the 43 of Christopher behind. Mr. Meister right there. He's just, he's finally learning his ropes. He wants to be fast. Josh Anderson to the 21 there as well. Lap down. Kevin completing lap 65. He will get a free pass. He's going to be in front of Donnell Williams here. So Donnell will come to pit road, and a lot of drivers will be thankful to that, I do believe. So we'll see just where they're going to be able to be. Kevin looking for a free pass here. Came to pit road on 45, so he'll be able to make it a little bit longer, and hoping that a caution's going to come out so he can be able to come to pit road again. 19 looking for a free pass as well. Nathan Dillard wants to be back on the lead lap. He's 3 laps down, I do believe. So Kevin will be, this time, I think he's going to be 2 laps down. No, he's going to be a lap down once he comes around the pace car. So he'll be battling for a free pass spot here. Good moves. Everybody having some good times. Donnell Williams coming off pit road. Jeff Ramsdale, same. Trenton Murphy, Charles Van Scoik is still on pit road right now. I think Van Scoik is getting some fuel and wants to save a set of tires, so he's going to do that. Crownover's going to be a race leader. He came to pit road for fuel only. Andrew Phipps, tires and fuel. And shaking it up. Farrington right there as well. Bill Hales will be in 4th. Will Kern in 5th. Michael Coulter Jr. in 6th. Mark Beverly in 7th. Joshua Brock in 8th. 18 spots. He's the biggest mover of the race right now as the 21 comes to pit road. Maybe for some more fuel. All good things. All good things. Thanking everybody out there for tuning in. We enjoy what we see here. We enjoy the throwback series. We like the ARCA cars. Yeah, it's going to be good. Tomorrow night, Chop Shop Racing League, Xfinity action. Friday, we have the podcast. On the podcast this Friday, we're going to talk about upcoming things for iRacing. Some of the things that they've been looking at implementing, and we're going to talk about that dreaded rain. I say it's dreaded, but realistically, it's going to be. I think it's going to be a great addition if it's utilized correctly and toggleable and all that stuff. So we'll see. We'll talk about that on Friday, and then we're also going to talk to Mark Beverly, part of the Asphalt Outlaws Racing Series, about what it's like as a league owner during the off season. So we'll be looking at that as well. And then we're going to have a big conversation about the old Escape from Tarkov. Star Citizen's getting ready to wipe, so be less to talk about with Star Citizen until after the wipe. And I do believe Star Citizen is going to be my day streamer because we're going to take some time. We're to the point of our season right now, as far as work goes, that we're going to be taking a couple of days and start streaming during the day. Once it wipes, that's what I'm going to be streaming during the day. EFT, I've been playing with the guys. It's been a lot of fun. And I'm batting 1,000 right now, so we'll see what he does. Crownover runs his fastest lap of the race, 24:06, in front of Andrew Phipps right now. Phipps runs the same lap time right behind him. A lot of drivers running the 24:0s. Crownover's going to be trying to hold on here. 28, 12, 20. It's going to be your top 3. Bill Hales and Coulter Jr. in 4th and 5th as they continue to move forward. Thank you to everybody. Appreciate you. I constantly thank you, and that's part of my my role here is I like to thank each and every one of you. Phipps, faster last time by 5/100ths of a second, and now tries to roll the corner, 74 of 196. I don't know that Crownover was really pushing his tires all that much. He's got Phipps behind him though, and I think Phipps just has that little bit of an edge when it comes to the tires he has on the car. So we'll see as they continue to move. Brian Farrington in third here, 1.3 back. Bill Hales finding his pace as well as the UAW Delphi Chevy Camp rolls out there. A little Dale Earnhardt love from the number 3. Senior, probably one of the most iconic drivers in all of NASCAR, next to Richard Petty and some of the other greats. Bobby Allison, just love from all of us over here. Love them all. Brock goes underneath the 3 here. Joshua Brock tries to find some more pace as well. Up 20. Let's get a full send moment here. Malarkey into 66. He's picking up his pace once again. He came to pit road and found himself restarting 10th. Now up a couple of more spots. He's going to be off 5 from the start of the race. We do want to take time this Friday and have those VODs. We want to make sure we react to the videos that you guys are interested in. Maybe some crashes. Maybe there's some things that you have stored. Make like one of those whose fault was it videos. Somebody sent one of those to me. Let's go Crown versus Amanda out there. Somebody sent me a video not too long ago, and I get tagged on them on TikTok a lot. Whose fault was it kind of videos, and I think that's my maybe that's my calling. You know, whose fault was it kind of situation. Who's going to be was this an accident or was this intentional kind of situation? And this has been fun. And I give my honest opinion. Does it look intentional? Does it? Because you folks send me 2 laps, and I have 2 laps of things to discern and to break down, and I don't know. There's a lot of setup that happens in racetracks. 31 of Will Kern in 5th. Brock trying to close more of that pace down. Coulter Jr. not far off as well. Good little battle here. Malarkey picking up some pace there to the back side of the 3. Everybody running kind of an egg shape right now. It does look like Andrew Phipps is just comfortable. So we'll see kind of where he works the corner here. This is that far stretch camera. You're going to be able to see the entire drive line of the 12 down the back straightaway. And as he gets up next to the wall, 3 and 4 here. Down low, hooks the corner, keeps it about a car length off. He's going to stretch up the hand next to the wall. Boom, that's a lap. Good fun. Crownover in 2nd. Farrington trying to close down the distance. Crownover is doing a phenomenal job right now, considering that he's on at least 18 lap older tires than not only the race leader, but the drivers behind him. They came in for fuel only and is working on trying to keep up here. Joshua Brock in 5th. 31 there. Malarkey still in 8th. He's going to be looking to drop into the corner here. 3 to the high side. Brock up next to the wall. 66. Caution comes out. Kevin Savoy involved. Something happened. Speaking of cautions. All right. 99, Kevin Savoy. We'll far chase this one right here. Here we go. What if he got spicy? Ooh, the 7 got into him. Ooh, big checkup. I wonder if Kevin was trying to come to pit road there because he was heavily out of the gas. Hold on. A little cockpit view here. Down low, down low, down low, down low. It looked like he was coming. Oh, it looked like he was trying to come to pit road. And the 7, Josh Anderson got into him a little bit there. How about we go from Anderson's point of view there? Actually, let me try to get this one taken care of. Here you go. Oh. Anderson nowhere to go. Kevin, who would have been your lucky dog. To stay a lap down at the moment. Going to be on pit road. Phipps, Hales, Cialino, Crownover, Farrington, Van Squik, Pendle, Kern, Malarkey, Beverly will be your top 10. They all come out on 85. Phipps gets fuel only. Bill Hales, fuel. Cialino, fuel. Crownover, tires. Farrington, tires. Van Squik, fuel. Pendle, fuel. Malarkey, tires. Kern, tires. Haas, Beverly, fuel. Brock, tires. Coulter, tires. That's going to change some things up. Holy cow. Andrew Phipps, your race leader. As the caution comes back out here for the third time. Didn't even look. Phipps, Hale, Cialino, Crownover, Farrington, your top 5. And Dillard's going to be 2 laps down. Murphy, actually, is Kevin... Kevin's leaving pit road right now. He went a couple of more laps down, or he went at least 2 laps down. So he's going to be behind Nathan Dillard. I think he's 2 laps down. I think he was trying to come to pit road, had to come to pit road, and was trying to make that work for himself. Did not have a good situation, so he was a lap down, and now it's going to be 2 laps down. So we'll see what happens over the course of the next half of the race. We're about halfway through this one. 43 on pit road. Allen 7 laps down right now. As you see Will Allen in the 2. Had a great race last week. Now looking at this, trying to figure a way to get himself, because cautions have been few and far between. So you kind of, it feels unlucky whenever you go to pit road, you go a couple of laps down, and then a caution comes out about 5 laps later, and it just makes for a trying situation on your I wouldn't say the mentality of driving, but the mentality of what you see here, because it just becomes tough. It becomes tough to look at, and can be frustrating when you're looking in front of you going, all right, well, I'm going to get a lap back here, and it's going to be good. Pit strategy and pit cycle should work in my favor, but when it doesn't work that way, that becomes an issue. Lights are off of the pace truck. Pace truck will dive in here. You'll see him pull down pit road in the 12. You're looking at it, going, green flag. Over halfway, officially this time by. No, we're not. Don't let me fib to you like that. We need to go to 98, so we're close. 12, 25, 33, 28, 20. 3 drivers exactly where they started. Andrew Phipps is your pole sitter. Crownover in 4th, Farrington in 5th. As we see what Crownover's going to be doing here. Fresh tires on the 28 as the 49 drops in low here. 49 up high, 28 down low. There's the 20 right behind Farrington. Ooh, up next to the 49 there. Cialino actually is scored as the 33, but he's got the 49 on the paint scheme there. What a refresh trading paints real quick for you folks. Just to be on the safe side. Crownover, fastest lap of the race this last time by, 24:02. Brock, 24:01. He says, I'll see your 24:02 and I'll raise you one. Phipps in the 12. Full second over Bill Hales. Crownover to the bottom. And flicker you're seeing on the paint schemes, that is has everything to do with the paints loaded in here, folks. Crowno, oh, how about Coulter Jr.? He says, I'll see your 24:01. I'll give you a 23:99. Fastest lap of the race for that driver. Yeah, everybody, finding speed. Rockingham being absolutely what Rockingham can be. And Phipps still 1 second. And that's about to close down. Crownover gets himself around a few drivers as time by. We're going to see what kind of pace he's going to be able to run. He's going to be able to hook the bottom a lot faster and a lot better than Andrew Phipps. And so that pace might close in a little bit more quickly than what you imagine. So I'm sorry, it was the fourth caution of the race prior. You saw that on that relative. 94 of 196 here. And a lot of laps to log here for these drivers. And can make for a longer race. Couple of hours of racing can really wear on your arms, especially at short track. Short tracks, these shorter tracks, if it runs green, it kind of feels like they continue to roll and roll the right way. But I don't know. We'll see. Want to know what these drivers are running? Well, you get an opportunity. You can go to our merch store and pick up a Winston Throwback series. There's a schedule on the back of it. You can also pick up an SC shirt as well. Hashtag spicy shirt out there. Resistance is futile, says the 28. Here he comes. Half second the distance. Lap times about a tenth off each other. As Phipps still tries to run clean air. The moment he gets into dirty air here is the moment that you're going to see those lap times, that pace time really drop. Bill Hales in fourth here, Ciolino in fifth. Malarkey picking up the pace as well. He's going to be stuck. There's a whole lot of traffic behind these guys. 66 down low. A blink for the one. We don't see Joshua Brock blink all too often, and that did just happen. And that's from my point of view, folks. 31 behind the 49. This is where patience is a big key. With a whole lot of traffic around you, you got to find your pace and find your speed where you need to. 49 up high, 21 drifts up the racetrack. Side by side, 31 tries to get below the yellow line, can't do so. 21 side by side with 49. 49 able to battle back and forth. How about the race for the lead is about to be very close here. 99 of 196. The 10th being gained almost every lap from the 28 to the 12. The 12 still able to hold on to those tires that he has. As Dillard comes to pit road. Mark Beverly in on pit road already. He's in his pit stall. He's getting some stuff taken care of. I think maybe some damage for him. Andrew Phipps, 100 of 196. Now being tracked down. 0.2 of a second to difference on the last lap. 28 behind, trying to lead here. 1, 2, 3, goes 12, 28, 20 this time by. But for how long is the 12 way up the racetrack's going to let the 28 go? Does a great job of being one of those drivers that can defend. How about 3 wide as Brian Farrington looks to try to capitalize. How about the inside line run for the 20? Now Anthony Crownover goes to the lead. 20 is going to battle, so Crownover leads that lap. The 20 is going to drop in, so Brian Farrington rode around with the 28 for a moment there, and now it's going to be a chance for 1 and 2 to battle it out. And that's only a good situation for the 12 behind, because Andrew Phipps has been saving those tires. And Brian Farrington and Anthony Crownover, if they full set it on each other, well, that's going to be the way it is. Brian Farrington out front now by 0.2 of a second. Crownover worked so hard to take over the lead. And then Farrington, who'd been kind of just soaking up the sun behind, goes and puts it 3 wide, takes over after the straightaway. So that's some heads-up driving. Malarkey not far off as well. Malarkey finding pace. He's faster than all the drivers in front of him. Every single one of them. By about 0.2 of a second to a half second over the rest of the field. So there they go. That's the way it looks. 43 separates the 12 and the 28. Bill Hales in the 25 has Coulter Jr. behind. Will Kern in the 31. 21-6 side by side. There's Pendell, Chris Spencer. Spencer's going to drop in the corner. 31 kind of ices the nose off just a little bit right there. Not a big deal. 6 able to roll the corner just fine. as they continue to move. Good to see the drivers having a good race now. 105 of 196. We'll start seeing green flag pit stops somewhere in the realm of the next 10 laps. 10 to 14 laps, I would say. Bill Hales is going to drop another spot here as he sees some of the pace. Whoa, Brock in and out for me. Van Scoik in the 23. Rebounding here. Was a lap down a few short cautions ago. Now finds himself on the lead lap, trying to track down some more drivers here. There's John Cialino. It's got the 8 going around to the inside. Adam Brown is going to be in the 44. That's the driver taking. Oh, there's the 99 of Kevin Savoy. He's still out there running. He wants some of that pace back. Last season's champion showed a never quit attitude. Brian Farrington, though, your race leader, full second over Anthony Crownover. Crownover just needs patience and the ability to wheel that driver back in. Fastest driver on the racetrack as far as well, pretty much everybody, actually. Let me take that back. Justin Larkey, fastest driver on the racetrack over the field. Go Hales, giving some love, says Dark Horizon Fishing out there. Bill is, he's on old tires. He came and took fuel only, and that's starting to show. Van Scoik, when he came to pit road, he took fuel only as well, but he's working this one. The 8 behind, some left rear damage. Van Scoik looking for a top 10 day here. 43 up high. Farrington 1.3 over Crownover. Malarkey to third here. So he got around the 12. 20 car has set sail. Yeah, but I think he's burning off some tires here. 109 of 96. I think his pace is his last lap 25.45. He is burnt on Crownover faster, 0.3 of a second faster. Malarkey is about half second faster than the top 2 and the field behind him. Coulter Jr., the only driver close, and he's at 24.96, and that's the same lap that Malarkey ran, 24.96 as well. This time by 24.99. Coulter Jr. coming around. We'll see what he's going to be able to run this time. He ran at 24.99. So he and Malarkey, fastest drivers on the racetrack right now. 111, 196. Farrington and Crownover and Malarkey. Farrington had to save a little bit there. His last lap still about half second to the good here for he and Crownover. But Malarkey, the faster of the top 3, is one of the drivers that I would have said that would have been able to compete with Phipps, who's in 4th now. Will Kern still trying to track down some time. Malarkey going for the pass on Crownover here, 113 of 196. We're going to be looking at pit road here in the next 5 to 7 laps from the majority of the field. Tires are free but burned down. Not if you don't have tires at the end of this one. If it runs green the entire way. I know they have 7 sets, but a lot of the drivers with 4 cautions have come in and taken all tires each time. So we'll see how it works. As a lot of the drivers have an extra set, but we want to make sure that take in consideration that they're going to at least have 2 more pit stops. We got this one, and then one somewhere around the 140, 145 mark. 145 to 150 mark, and then another one for a splash and go at the end of the race for most of the drivers. Everybody came in on 85. Right now they've got 30 laps on this fuel cycle. Huge difference. It's going to be the big one. Barrington, your race leader, needing more pace. Malarkey pulling in quarter second on that driver. This time by, he's going to be doing the same thing this time. So Brian Farrington full scented around the 28. Andrew Phipps got right back around. I'll tell you what, Andrew did a phenomenal job here of finding and saving those tires on the long run as they've leveled out. Phipps Phipps has found his pace. Crownover back to fourth here. 15 to the outside of the 28. 117 of 196 being completed. Bill Hales to pit road. Trent Murphy to pit road. Alan Martin to pit road. 12 looks like he might be thinking about pit road. He is in pit road this time by. Crownover goes back around. Farrington stays out at 118. Malarkey, the pace to close here. Malarkey's fastest laps are the laps that he's run later in this race. Brian Farrington's fastest lap is, though, 6/100ths of a second faster than the 20. So the 20 is going to stay out an extra lap here. Malarkey, Crownover to pit road. Will Kern looks to come to pit road. Brian Farrington, little lockup right there. Van Scoy comes into pit road. Donnell Williams to pit road. So Brian Farrington, Michael Coulter Jr. staying out. Coulter about 9 seconds off the pace at the moment. Brian Farrington, when he came to pit road in 85, did take tires and fuel. And that's curious because Malarkey was catching him with a full head of steam. Coulter is going to lead here, 120 at 196. The 3 out front here at Rockingham. Drivers trying to earn their pace, earn their keep. As he'll come to pit road. Brian Farrington in on pit road. Malarkey, driver higher than everybody right now. Tires and fuel last pit stop. Crownover came in. Andrew Phipps looks to be in third. He's got Chris Spencer in front of him. Spencer came in at 113. Phipps came in at 117. Malarkey is going to take over the lead here. He came in on 118. Brian Farrington ran a lap longer and now finds himself back to fifth at the moment. Coulter Jr. in on his pit stop. Malarkey will come around and take over the lead from the 3 here as he comes around the pit road. So that will be 121 being led by the 66 here. Coulter Jr. leaving pit road. Spencer in second here. Andrew Phipps in third. Farrington right behind both of these drivers. The 12 running up high next to the wall. 20 is going to be there as well. Crownover not far off as well. Brock came in at 117. Chris Spencer finds himself in a precarious situation here. (12-6). Mobile 1 and Valvoline trying to show who's the better oil production manufacturer out there. The 6 and the 12 work side by side. 20 is going to be right next to him. Ooh, the 20 almost got into the 6 there, Chris Spencer. Next to the wall, the 6 goes. You hear the wall scrape. (20) making a pass. Chris Spencer holding on for a top 5 so far. Anthony Crownover right behind. He stayed out to 118. Farrington came in at 119. Farrington going to need those extra laps, I do believe. Right now, Malarkey 1.4 out over Phipps, 1.36. He tracks down to 22. Last driver on the lead lap, 7 Carv Anderson. Trenton Murphy in the 36, the driver he's going to be looking at. How about Coulter Jr. running the fastest lap of the race one more time? 23.91. Sorry, 23.991. It's going to be the fastest lap of the race. He's getting faster. Beverly, who's a lap down right now, behind that driver, trying to find his own pace. Will Allen in the 2 and 20th. Kevin Savoy in the 99. Trying to drive himself forward each and every lap. Right now completing 123 of 127, so he's going to be a few laps down. Quentin Murphy, the driver, will be looking for a lucky dog in this situation were to arise. Malarkey out front. Phipps closes the distance. Was about 1.3 seconds back. 22 free in front of the 12. Sideways he goes. Robinson wrecked to pit road, got sideways. And that is unfortunate for the 22. You saw the left tires. The left front tire gets below the apron there. That's when you see these cars go around. And I mean fully. You gotta straddle. If they straddle the corner, that's what you see. Robinson goes around into pit road, so the safety crews will get him cleaned up, and we're going to stay green flag racing here. No debris on the infield. Farrington trying to track down Andrew Phipps. Farrington wall taps there. Crownover fourth. Spencer fifth. Joshua Brock still looking for more pace here. Will Kern not far off. Christopher in the 21 finds good pace on the front straightaway, has the 8 behind him. That's Parker Weekly, who had to get that car fixed over the course of the race line. Nathan Dillard leaving pit road in the 19. He's got still some right side damage on the front of that car. Malarkey out front's got some lap traffic in front of him. As the Blue Light Special runs the racetrack, 131 of 196. Will Allen in front of last week's winner, in front of this week's leader. Phipps trying to hold on to, giving way here for a clean race. Doing a great job of having track awareness. 0.8 of a second. And the more Malarkey puts lap traffic in front of behind and in front of the 12, the better it works out here. 0.8 of a second. 66 side by side with the 7 on the back straightaway. As the 7 still looking for good race pace here. He's going to be there. And a good run, half second. The run here between he and Andrew Phipps, who's behind. Phipps trying to find the best way around the lap traffic. A little bit more clean than the 66. 19 down low, 66 up high. 42 there as well. This is interesting. There's a race and lap traffic here that you never thought you'd see. 66, 42. 42 is going to run the high side here. 7's going to be able to help run a natural line here. The 12 is going to be trying to clean up house, and Andrew Phipps trying to do so. The 12 will be looking to the inside of 1 as the 20 of Brian Farrington closes his distance down. Chris Spencer finding more pace here as well. Crownover closing down some distance as well. Malarkey 0.7 of a second and having a good run here. Has a lot of lap traffic, and this is what it looks like in front of him. Into the corner he goes. Once you find your corner, kind of got to hold on to it. John Cialino right there in front of the 66. Phipps trying to close down some distance while he has lap traffic behind. And the more that Malarkey has to deal here, the more he's going to have to pick the lane and get the run off the corner the right way. Andrew Phipps seemingly watching what the 66 does here. He's going to be able to drop in the corner naturally. That's something I think he's approaching every corner with a run like you would do on a natural drive line. Half second separates Phipps and Malarkey. Malarkey's just trying to get himself around the lap traffic a little bit more cleanly. Be able to put some distance between he and the 12. 12 gets a run on the 9 here, and that's going to be your race distance. And Brian Farrington doing the same thing. He's finding pace as well. Caution's going to come out. Is Nathan Dillard involved? Dillard, the 42. Brock, there's Cialino right there. Looks like he might have had some inside damage. The 19 just came off pit road a few laps ago. And finds himself with a whole lot of nose damage. 3 of Coulter Jr. coming to pit road as well. Holy cow. Everybody's going to be coming to pit road. It's 138 of 196. 5 pit stops for Malarkey, but 2 of those we know were for fuel only. Phipps has had 4.
as I know he has a set of tires in the back. So 66, 12, 20. And that was shaping up for a great race involving lap traffic. It didn't happen. Holy cow. How about it? All right, I'm looking right here. We're going to see what happened. I think Will Allen. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Nathan Dillard, innocent bystander. So what happened is Cialino got tied off the corner. He into the corner, tapped the wall up there. He was trying to save face and come on, stop now. Here's Cialino. He's driving the 49, scored the 33 on your race. Lets the 12 go by, stays up high here. Gets into the corner. Oh, it gets arced. He gets arced. And that's what happens. These cars, whenever they get tied off the corner, once they get on the wall, they stick to the wall, and it kind of bounces them off, gets into Sammy Harrell and the 7, and the 42 gets into the 19 trying to break Will Allen down there as well. So 5 cars involved here. Malarkey is still your race leader here. Phipps is going to be second, Farrington third, Crownover fourth. For Spencer will be fifth. 23 of Van Scoik will be on the lead lap, not on the lead lap. He's going to be a lap down. That's weird. Coulter Jr. in front of him. Larkey, race leader right now. I think we've got somewhere about half a dozen drivers on the lead lap. Ramsdale will be 14 laps down. Alan Martin in the 5 is going to be leaving pit road now, so he should be on the lead lap. Coulter Jr. be looking for a lucky dog. He's going to be a free pass, I do believe. He is going to be your... He should be... Oh, no, he came to pit road while prior to the meeting up with the pace car. We watched him turn down pit road there, so it is what it is. Thank you to all the folks out there. Thank you to the sponsors of the series, Dark Horizon Fishing. Thank you to the Winston Throwback series. Thank you to Nerds Do Nerd Things being a part of my podcast. Thank you to, of course, McConey Setup Shop. They have a few select races they're going to be sponsoring in this series as well. Track Racer, you can go to trackracer.com, use the Winston Throwback series. I think it's Winston Throwback is the, or Throwback. I have to look at it again. Sorry, folks. But yeah, it is what it is. Race trucks in. Malarkey, Phipps, Farrington, Crownover, Spencer be your top 5. Green flag. We're at least one more green flag pit stop away from the end of this one, folks, so keep it tuned in. 54 laps to go on this cycle, or in this race. We might see some drivers put it halfway. Or we might hear somebody wreck. We might see somebody wreck. We'll see. 12 tries to get to the outside of the 66. Caution. Phipps tried to lead that lap. Caution came out, and the 66 was your race leader. Phipps trying to goose one out of that one. Wanted the restart, that's for darn sure. Holy gravy, maybe. Let's see what happened here. What in the world just seriously just happened? Somebody got free in the back there. Let me go take a look here. Was it Parker Weekly? It was Parker Weekly. Far chase, here it is. Gets into the corner. On the gas. Puts it low, 36 a little free. 8 gets a little free, and then he slams into the wall. 36 is still free as well. That brings out the caution. Malarkey is going to get another shot at the restart here. Even if Malarkey is not the fastest on the restart, he is the fastest over the long haul of the race, and so we'll see just what he's going to be able to do. Malarkey able to continue to impress. Still, they'll be back at it. Caution, sixth one of the race, 145 of 196. Who am I picking for? I won't pick for the win. Not in this one. I don't have anybody for the win. I'm gonna let them race it out. Appreciate you asking though. Malarkey, Phipps, Farrington, Crownover, Spencer, Brock, Kern, 21, Hales in 9th, Brown in 10th. Coulter Jr. was the lucky dog there, so he's going to be back on the lead lap. Charles Van Scoik still looking for some free pass action here. 19 out there with some heavy damage. His right side looks like he was picked up, and Nathan Dillard there. His right side looks like he was picked up by the dinosaur at the monster truck rally and dropped on his nose. Holy cow. What does it look like from his cockpit? Holy cow. I hope it drives good, because it doesn't look like it does. Been shocked nonetheless. Malarkey, Phipps, Farrington, Crownover, Spencer. It's going to be your top 5. Great to see the two get a win last week. This week he is back in 20th. He's still up 11 spots from the start of the race. You know, he wants to have a fantastic season, and he had a great start, so points are going to be the big factor here. That's what's going to matter. And of course, over this point system that they have here, it's going to need some pace. All right, green flag. They're going to be back at it. I'm going to hydrate, folks. Be right back. 30 laps to go. Brock right there up 19. Chris Spencer up 20. Separated by the 21, who's got a whole lot of run. Andrew Phipps, your race leader right now. 0.6 of a second between he and Malarkey. Malarkey, again, I talk about his fast, his speed that he gets whenever it comes to long run pace. We'll see what he's going to be able to do. Maybe choke up some of the corners. A green flag pit stop still in the works for the drivers. They came in at 138, had 2 cautions in between. And no doubt will be looking to try to stretch it to the mark that they need to be able to make it on fuel and tires. As the 12 comes around, half second separate 1-2, and then another half second to Brian Farrington, who's had a phenomenal race so far as well. Ross Beverly, I want to say, is my sleeper story of the day. He is up 19, started 30th. He's in 11th right now. There's Van Scoik behind. Van Scoik looking for a lucky dog here. First driver off the lead lap at the moment, so just trying to keep it clean. May try to work some strategy in here. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen, but, might be something to keep in mind when it comes to the later portion of this race. Phipps, 0.4 of a second. The 5 in front, that's Martin. Alan Martin in the 5. He's still keeping pace, able to keep his distance between he and the 12 at the moment. We'll see as the 12 soaks up some of the draft right there behind. Malarkey still staying within a half second. He's about a 10th faster than Andrew Phipps on the laps. And so now a game of cat and mouse. It's not just about how you get to the back bumper, it's how you get around the 12. And right now the 5 going to let the 12 go to the high side. 12 will run the high line. 5's going to drive into the corner. He's going to lift up the racetrack a little bit there, but he's going to be just fine. 66 rolls the corner as well. Going to be there to the high side of the 5. That's the difference. He gets around. Lap traffic gets the run. 5 up high. Wall scrapes to the 20. 20 in and out. Holy cow. You blinked for me. Sorry. And now 66 has to go back to work a full second between he and Phipps. So Andrew's going to be looking to try to extend the pace here. Haas Beverly to 10th. Gets around a few drivers there. Got Chris Spencer is the driver he's going to be looking at. There's Kevin Savoy as well. Kevin looking for a free pass here as soon as he can get one. So he and Van Scoik both a lap down. Van Scoik trying to catch the pace of the 99. 23 up high. A lot of pace and a lot of speed. Good to see everybody out there. Haas giving some love. That will buff out Aaron. Coulter Strong says Holly. Should have some good downforce in the front. I wouldn't think so. I mean, we're talking about Nathan Dillard of the 19. He's still out there driving. That's what I'm giving him credit for. Holy cow. 66 to the bottom of the racetrack right there with the leaders. Half second from Malarkey to the 12. 5 behind the 19, 5 to the inside. He's still driving. Kudos, man. Now a second. 1.1 to Justin Malarkey. Malarkey needs more. He needs more speed. He needs something here. 30 laps to go this time by. He's going to find their way on pit road to be the longevity driver here, Andrew Phipps. Trying to control the pace and control his race line. Malarkey finds himself in a good situation. About a second between he and Brian Farrington. Lap traffic really being a factor here. Christopher Pindell here in the 21 finds Joshua Brock a little ways off. There is the 28 side by side with the 31. Crown over. Still having a deal here. 28, 31 side by side. Good racing. Savoy to the bottom as the 28 runs the corner. Kevin faster than everybody right now. Coulter Jr. to pit road. Spencer to pit road. '28 drops in. 99 is going to be behind the 31. 99 says, excuse me, gotta go. Pit road speeding penalty is very costly in this race, and then you find yourself in precarious situations. And Kevin Savoy has found himself in that rebound mode. That's what he wants to see. 19 down low. He's going to come to pit road. Or it looks like he's coming to pit road. There's the 6. He's coming off of pit road. So Andrew Phipps coming around. He's going to put a couple of drivers a couple of laps down. Malarkey pulls a second here. There's the 7. Side by side with the 66. 36 is going to be there as well. 7 of Josh Anderson's going to be a lap down as well. I think 2 laps down. As Savoy and Spencer. 36 to pit road. Crown over to pit road. Andrew Phipps comes around, puts a few people more a lap down. 171 of 196 for the driver. Malarkey is second. About a 10th slower than the race leader. Barrington to the inside of the 7. 1, 2, 3 so far. 21, about 3 seconds off of his pace. 2.5 is what it looks like to the relative. MCI Graphics, 25 laps to go. You can find MCI Graphics on Trading Paints. You get a look for Michael Coulter Jr. out there. Also, go follow his YouTube channel, Michael Coulter Productions. Holly's out there in control of that. We love it. Big runs. Whole lot of speed. Still one more green flag pit stop for these drivers. Haas Beverly into pit road. Be the first car 1 lap down. Takes right sides and fuel. $19 below the 12. 12 to pit road. Malarkey in with him. '21 leads here. Christopher trying to go an extra lap here. Malarkey came to pit road a little bit more cleanly than the 12 did. The 12 went around traffic and then found himself in where he needed to. 66 hits his pit stop first. 21 to pit road. Kern to pit road. Savoy's going to be a race leader as he comes around. Well, 25.5 seconds. That's a lot to depend on here. '99 to pit road. Phipps comes around. Going to have Malarkey right there with him. Crown over up top as well. So Phipps back to the lead. Crown over right there at second. 28's right there with him. Crown over to second. He came to pit road at 169. 12, 28, 66. A lot of drivers still heading to pit road. Savoy on pit road. Brock to pit road. Joshua Brock might have had a speeding penalty. He's sitting in his pit stall for a little bit longer. 12, 28, 66, 26. 21 laps to go here. As now Crownover and Malarkey look to find their own pace here. Side by side, the 66 and the 28 go. 2.5 seconds back. Ryan Farrington. Chris Spencer in 5th. Bill Hales in 6th. 21, who was your race leader not too long ago. Going to be in 7th. Will Kern in 8th. Coulter Jr. in 9th. Adam Brown is going to be your 10th place car right behind the 3. Paint the picture for you. Andrew Phipps, 0.8 of a second, trying to extend that lead. Hoping for no cautions here. And a clean race line. Repetition's the biggest factor for all of these drivers. Haas Beverly comes around. Got the 12 in front of 12 behind him. Haas right there, the 14. Austin, the 14, rolls the corner. He's going to have the 12 with him. 2 laps down for the 14, but up 16 spots. Cheering on the drivers. Let's go, Coulter. Let's go, Malarkey. Coulter Jr. in 10th right now. Still has some pace. 44 still trying to carry the corner. So Coulter top 10 night so far. Off 2 from the start of the race, but still having a huge impact on what that car is doing. 6th is Spencer to 5th now. As Bill Hales looked at 6th. We got around the 21. 21's going to be looking to try to carry more speed here. Got a little lap traffic in front of him as well. 0.8 of a second as Malarkey needs more time in each corner. Andrew Phipps has had a dominating night. Once he got clean air, he's able to look at it. I tell you what, cautions have played a factor here tonight. Cautions will work out in a better predicament. 66 has a better drive line. Gets into that second lane. 0.7 of a second trying to gain here. 14 laps to go. Crownover in 3rd. Brian Farrington in 4th. Farrington closes down some of that lap time, some of that distance to Anthony Crownover. Oh, Farrington in and out. 20. To the inside of the 28. Battle for 3rd is this. As the 20 drives around. Little PO teenager look going on there. Andrew Phipps still closing some time. Malarkey looking to be fast. He's going to have a better drive line into the corner. He's going to be able to rocket into the corner. 12 not able to utilize all of the track. Lap traffic kind of dampen that. 0.5 second. And closing for the 66. Again, the big factor here is how do you get yourself around Andrew Phipps, since you guys have been so neck and neck for the time that you've been on this racetrack. Little lap traffic is going to help out a lot of the drivers. We'll see 11 drivers on the lead lap. Donnell Williams, last driver on the lead lap, and he has got the 19 side by side with him. Huge run for the 9. He gets around the 19. Andrew Phipps behind him. Going to be trying to put him a lap down. But I tell you what, if I'm Donnell Williams, I'm fighting for that lap. Little wall tap for the 9. 66-12. 66 to the bottom side. 12, a little second lane run. 10 laps to go. 12 to the back bumper of the 9. 66 trying to set up the corner just like you would normally see. 12 gets a good run though. 66 will be side by side. He's going to clear the 9 out of the straightaway. 0.3 of a second, 9 laps ago. Farrington still closing some distance down as well, but 4.8 seconds the difference. Anthony Crownover behind Kevin Savoy. Kevin all the way back here in 12th, able to rebound a day here, and that is the story of a lifetime, because it's hard to rebound from the pit road speeding penalty. 12, 66 to the bottom yellow line. 12 trying to roll to outside of the corner. Coulter Jr. right in front. Coulter's in 10th. Drive line for the 66 to the bottom of the apron. Trying not to overdrive the corner. 66 side by side with the 3. 12 clears. 0.3 of a second. 7 laps to go. Malarkey to the bottom. One more time. Phipps trying to lead here. The battle for the lead just like that. Farrington still trying to close, but he's 5.5 seconds back from the corner. The 12 trying to have Rockingham as that racetrack. We see a lot of speed for the drivers, but 6 laps to go. Does Malarkey have enough? "12 runs the second lane. He's faster right now, the 66 trying to change up some things here. 0.4 of a second, 5 laps to go. Malarkey needs more out of that car. And I don't know that he's got it. The 12 repetitiously driving down to the bottom, up the racetrack. 4 to go this time by. Not trying to call it too early. Malarkey utilizing that bottom lane to turn the car right now, and that's all that he can do. Half second. The 12 able to hold off the 66. Lap traffic and cautions. All factors here. Lap traffic doing a phenomenal job of being aware of the race line behind them. And the 44, who's in 9th right now, still working to try to track down to 31. The 44 is going to have the race leader behind him. 42 is going to be down low. Sammy Harrell right there with him. 44 in front of Andrew Phipps. 2 laps to go. 44 up high. 66 with him. Side by side they go. 2 to go. This time by, it'll be the white flag. Andrew Phipps a full second. 44 disrupted the race line and the flow of the 66. Phipps looks to have it here. So no race to the finish here. As Andrew Phipps will be nice and clean. Needs 2 more solid corners. He's going to be looking at it. 496 laps. 6 cautions. And Phipps gets race number 2 on his proverbial belt here for the car. Malarkey will finish 2nd. And Brian Farrington will finish 3rd. And that is the race for you there. Andrew Phipps, race win. Number 12 does it justice. Kendra, thank you for the like. Jake, thank you for the like. Thank you for becoming a follower out there as well. Jesse, Jess Tech the Great, thank you for subscribing on YouTube as well. Thank you to everybody out there for tuning in today. Been a great race. Rockingham is one of those tracks, goes really good or really bad, and I tell you what, it was good racing and a great drive line for the 12. Way to hold off there at the end. Malarkey did a great job of trying to play catch up and had that race. I think cautions change the race, and quite often you see a change the outcome of the race. But still a good one. 31 gets a top 10 finish. Yeah, everybody doing a great job. It was a good race. Very good race. Race results. Phipps, Malarkey, Farrington, Pindle, Crownover, Hales, Kern, Spencer, Brown, and Kevin Savoy gets himself a top 10 finish too as well. So congrats to Kevin on a rebound there. Last year's champion had a pit road speeding penalty. It cost him some time. So did Joshua Brock, who finished 16th. Trenton Murphy will finish in 18th. Down the race results. Celino in 19th. Dillard will finish 27th. Dillard had a heck of a race car to be able to stay out there and just keep on running. So my hat's off to him for a no quit attitude. Even when you can't see, he did, and he put it out there. So congrats to him on having a great race. Mark Beverly finishes in 25th. Christopher at the very tail end. There's the last of the drivers there. Thank you to Andrew Milletta for being awesome. Mr. Milletta is the man. Corbett, 152 laps down. He's going to be in 30th. Good race. Very good race. Dun 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 dun. Throat's a little sore. Tis what it is, folks. Tis what it is. All right. Good job. Thank you, Amanda. You're amazing. Super rusty, but happy. So inconsistent with the layout. I understand, Anthony. It was a good race. It was a good race. You did good for what is it? You were you were I don't know. You'll get it. You'll get there. You're one of the drivers I see up there. So we'll see what happens, and it's always a ton of fun. I appreciate everybody being out there. Drivers in the driver interviews. So we're gonna let it go and let it happen. Much love to you. We'll see you tomorrow night for the Chop Shop Racing League. And, of course, and always, folks, congrats to Andrew Phipps and all the folks out there. Thank you to the sponsors of the series, the Winston Throwback Series. Absolutely fantastic racing today for the second week. And they'll be back at it again next Wednesday. And I will see you guys tomorrow night. Reminder, tune into the podcast on Friday, live podcast. You can ask questions, answer, and be able to answer. We'll be able to answer what we can. And we'll talk more about iRacing and the platforms and how we broadcast and what we do. So much love to you. Appreciate you. We'll see you in the next one.